Oh no! Here we are at Sky Canyon. Welcome back to Sonic Advance 2. As you might imagine, I'm not the biggest fan of this place. So yeah, Sky Canyon. Like I said before, I'm pretty sure I at least passed the stage as Sonic in my playthrough as a child. But boy did it take a while, because I could not do this one without flying for a good long while. That little jump at the beginning where you could either choose to go up or to the side, I feel like is kind of an early warning as to what we're going to be dealing with here. The game at this point definitely expects that you've gotten used to the trick system, and it definitely wants you to use tricks, or sometimes you'll die. I don't know if I'll be able to point out the jump, but man, somewhere here there's a jump that in my early days would always kill me as Sonic, because I couldn't quite remember where it was consistently, and I want to say you have to do an upwards trick in order to not die. But yeah, as you might imagine, oh god, that jump sucks right there, I can tell you. I don't know if I can point out the thing I was talking about, but yeah, that jump right there sucks so much. Where was I? Oh yeah, there's just a huge problem with screen crunch, because I've mentioned it before, but it is especially true here. Because if they expect you to be doing particular jumps in certain directions, and it kills you for not going the right way, you might imagine that's a bit of a problem. It really is, I'm going to say mean-spirited to expect that of the player. Just finished a session of Mega Man Zero where I talked about, like, oh yeah, you have to, do well, you gotta practice sometimes, and I feel like that philosophy is kind of there with Sonic games, oftentimes they want you to learn the stages overall. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. But at the same time, sometimes, expectations are bad. And god, I guess Tails' tails do actually count as a hurt box for the enemies. I would not expect that, but god, watching this footage back is killing me. I had way too many close encounters here. But yeah, I don't think expecting mastery is the worst thing. I feel like it gives Sonic games a certain amount of replayability. Whereas you can get through the stage, with a bit of a messy run in your first playthrough. But I think if a Sonic game's well built enough, it doesn't have to be the stage kills you constantly, it can just be, yeah, that wasn't exactly graceful. I think it's fine if that happens. It's to be expected that you can't really do your first run with grace, but nonetheless, I feel like this is not a great situation. Again, there is now a way, or there will soon be a way. I forget if it's fully playable, but I don't know if it is, but at some point there will be a decomp with widescreen. And I think that just fixes most of the problems, because then you can actually see a thing and react to it. Also, wow, I got 5 SP rings. Even if I were playing the other hack, the SP hack, that would actually count for getting me to the special stage. But yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan of Angel Island in the previous game either, which also had a section that kinda killed me a lot, but at the same time, that one, I remember being at the start of, I think, Act 2. I think that's it. I think that's what I'm thinking about, but again, it's at the beginning of the stage, so it doesn't really hit you too hard. And I don't think it's nearly as bad as, hey, you cannot see this jump, but if you react incorrectly, it kills you. I'm just not a fan of that. Again, I don't want to call it bad level design, because with more screen, it would be fine. But yeah, because of the medium this game came out on, i.e. a handheld, which did kind of have that problem for a lot of games. Screen size was a pretty big issue for most games. But yeah, in widescreen, I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, if I remember... Okay, I think I remember what I'm trying to think about. It's the, section where you're bouncing on the clouds above a death pit. That's not so bad, because again, it's just a bit of a weird jump that I was a little too impatient for in that game. But, you know, with patience, it's fine. You can get through it, no issue. But yeah, here... Again, I cannot currently point that out. Although, if I had to go back and relearn this stage, I'm sure I'd find the death pit again. Of course, honestly, I'm thinking more of that one jump where there's just an immediate B that has a spread shot, which is also cruel, for the same reason. I don't think it's unfair to constantly be pointing at the tiny screen size, when that is the thing that will destroy you in most circumstances. It's really gonna get ya. It's hard for it not to. Alright, so that's the next Chaos Emerald, and we waited for the boss to use Sonic, so as you might imagine, this is where we get a new character. Who's piloting this thing for some reason. He's also got his own theme. If you're playing as a different character who isn't fighting Knuckles, or you're just replaying the stage, you know, after you've completed as Sonic— oh god, laser. Yeah, it won't be Knuckles, it'll just be Eggman, it'll have the standard boss theme. So, the thing about that hand is, there's like one frame on that animation where if that hand hits you with a slap attack, you just die. Yeah, this boss has a one-hit kill. It's not fun. So yeah, a particularly tough stage, and then a boss that can insta-kill you. I don't think it's a hot take that I don't like Sky Canyon. I would not be surprised if this were one of the least popular stages. Although, in fairness, I feel like a lot of people don't like the next one either. The Pinch theme is the same, though. They did not make an extra theme for Knuckles. Yeah, like, if you get hit by certain frames of that animation, you'll just get a normal hit. That attack will only hit you normally, but if you get slapped, you're dead. And I don't know why, because what are you getting crushed against? It's an open background. There's nothing here to kill you. Why is the slap attack fatal? Alright, anyway, that's it. So when I was a kid, I always thought, like, Eggman had mind-controlled Knuckles or something. But he does seem to be angry here. It doesn't seem like he's got a moment where he goes, huh, what happened? Now, he's just immediately angry. Anyway, yeah, Knuckles tries to explain himself. But apparently he was just merely tricked. That's Knuckles' lot in life anymore. We're at that phase of Sonic where that's just his character trait. So yeah, probably not mind control. I think Eggman just left keys in a robot and for some reason Knuckles got in. I genuinely don't know how that happened.